Chandler, congratulations, a complete game tonight, but that's something that you in your career have done quite often.
I've got a few under my belt, and a lot of it is attributed more to the style of pitching. I throw a lot of sinker balls, and I try to get outs early. And so that lends itself to having a lower pitch count. You can go a little deeper, and if things are going right and get the balls, where you want them to go, then you can get deeper in the games.
You started out tonight a little command problem. You walked a few guys. What did Rick say when he came out?
He was awesome. And a lot of it was just a build of confidence. He came over to me and said, hey, your ball's sinking a ton. You're trying to do too much, and you're thinking too much just to attack guys. And so he did an awesome job of just coming over, calm me down, build up my confidence, and just say, hey, go attack. We're already up a lot, and so there's no reason to mess around. Not that I was trying to mess around. It was just more of maybe trying to hit corners instead of just attacking guys and let them put it in play, and let's get the W.
Yeah, I thought maybe an inning and a half into it, you're only going to last 3. You're going to throw about 100 pitches, and then everything just seemed to change. Was that the confidence angle, or did you do something to your mechanics to change it?
I think there was a little both. Certainly, him coming and giving you a build of confidence helps. You don't see a guy warming up in the pen, and you're like, all right, this is my game. Let me settle in. And I knew I could get to that point, but I was frustrated. And some of it was mechanical. I was having a little problem with my footing. There's a lot of variables going. I'm used to 105 and sunny down there, and we got a little different climate change. Not that those are any excuses, but there's adjustments. There's very subtle adjustments you have to make. Footing, the way the ball moves. We actually use different baseballs here than we use there. So there's a lot of very, very minute factors that play a role.
Explain the difference in the baseballs.
It's an unfortunate thing, and I don't want to say too much about that league down there, but we're not quite as well funded, so we tend to run out of baseballs sometimes, and we'll get ones with a little bit bigger seams or a different shape. And I think even the Frontier League, they use a Wilson, and we use a Rawlings that's more like the minor league ball. So when you get a seam, that's a little higher, especially throwing sinker, it comes out a little different, and there's an adjustment period that I had to make.
You've done a lot of traveling in the last few weeks. And now explain how you get from Winnipeg to San Angelo, Texas.
It depends on the day, and it depends on how effective the airlines are that day. And recently this week, not too effective. So this last trip, I was in San Angelo. It's a fairly small place. Something happened with the baggage. We got started late, and it dominoed the whole trip. And I was on a 20-hour overnight venture up here, which but that was 3 or 4 days ago, so I got time to recover my jet lag. Fortunately, with Anderson getting picked up, it worked out because I was right in his spot. So the day he got picked up was the day after I threw, and so I had a good 3 days to kind of get up here, get comfortable, and get situated.
Have you ever been in a situation where you've been traded and then traded back and then traded back?
No, I don't think many people have at all, but needless to say, when I got that message from Rick earlier in the week, my heart just exploded. So I was pumped, and I went and talked to Doc. I want to give him a lot of credit, and he's just an upstanding guy. Doc's the manager in San Angelo, and he's just a good person. He knows it's kind of a better situation for me personally, and he wants me there, obviously, but he's just so awesome that he wants his players to go different places and do better. So I just wanted to send a thank you to him.
Thank you and congratulations.
Okay, thanks. I'm pumped to be back. Good to see you guys.
Matt, congratulations. A great first game tonight. You kind of got lost in the shuffle because this team started to hit tonight, and people tended to forget about the pitching.
Yeah, the position players really set in. The guys starting to find the zone where they like it and seeing the ball well. So starting to string together some hits and put together a few crooked numbers and give us a chance to win.
How much easier is it for you when you get run support?
It's a lot easier, but you still, as a pitcher, you want to keep a 0-0 game in your mind. You don't want to let that get ahead of you. But at that point, you need to fill up the zone. Try to have quick innings, get your guys back out there, so they can keep doing what they're doing because the hitters are hot right there. You want to let them get as much plate appearances as they can.
Well, when you go out, I'm sure that you're going out to get strike one anyway and get ahead of hitters. But do you try to work a little bit quicker when the guys are hitting well?
I think every time we're going out there trying to have a quick inning, you want to keep that tempo up, let the ball get put in play where they can make plays and they come back in there and put some runs up for you.
What was your best stuff tonight?
Just filling up the zone. We started with a changeup early. Me and Guider were on the same page. He caught a great game. He blocked well back there, and the guys made some great plays for me behind me.
You obviously are feeling good and ready to go again. Do you like a 4-man rotation or a 5-man rotation? Would you rather have the extra day off?
I like the 4-man rotation. I like to get out there as many times as I can. My arm actually reacts a little better to it. I think sometimes the 5 days maybe a little too long. I like to get out there as much as I can, give us a chance to win.
Congratulations to the team, too. This is a big 4-game sweep over a team that's usually pretty good.
Yes, it is. It's a big game, and it means a lot to all of our guys. We know it's a rivalry game. We know the fans like it, and so we try to go out there and give them a win every time we go.
Congratulations.
Thank you again. Thank you for having me.
Josh, congratulations. You guys don't often blow out the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, but you blew them out this weekend.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to put a lot of bats on the ball, and we found some green and had some assistance from the wind in a couple places, and hit the ball over the fence and scored some big innings. I think we put up pretty much a crooked number in almost every inning today, except at the 7th maybe. But it was a good series, good especially to get going. We play them again at their place, so we need to take the momentum that we have now, take it to Kansas City, build on that, and then take it to Fargo.
Well, you scolded me a little bit for saying that you're only 6-5 at home. You've come out and run 4 straight. Now you're 10-5 at home. You're as good at home as you are in the road. This is a very good ball club.
Oh, definitely. I don't think that any opposing pitcher can really look at our lineup and be like, oh, I'm going to have an easy day. We're pretty solid 1 through 9. I mean, we put the bat on the ball, and good things happen.
You were on base 4 times in Game 2, and you hit a home run. Tell us about the pitch that you hit out.
Which game?
Game 2.
Oh, Game 2 tonight. I had a little bit of a rough game in the first game. They were pitched real well, and he kept the ball down, got some calls, and I took that and just kind of worked it into maybe developing a game plan of what the catchers or the coaches might call, and he made some pretty good pitches towards the end of that at bat, and fouled him off and was able to drive the ball opposite field. And
yeah, you went to one of the deepest parts of the ballpark with that.
yeah, I went a little bit opposite field with it, and drove the ball, and with that backspin or with that spin that it gets when you hit it opposite field as a righty, it released a little bit and went over.
Another game where you got to run the bases a lot. You scored some runs, knocked in some runs. I know that's the way you approach it, but did you approach Game 2 a little differently than Game 1 today?
Not necessarily. I mean, you have to approach it a little bit differently. You got a righty and a lefty. Game 2 was a righty, and just when you get on base, look to score. Look to score every time. You got guys on base. Look to drive them in. I mean, missed an opportunity in the first game, and then try to make the most of my opportunities in the second.
Got Kansas City coming in. What do you expect from them?
I heard that they had a couple players that weren't able to cross, but that they're always going to put a good product on the field. They came in last year. I think they had some pretty decent pitching. We saw them in spring training, so we'll have a little bit of a scouting report on them, and I'm sure a lot of guys on the team might know some other guys on their team. So go off that and just go take it 1 inning at a time.
Good luck.
Hey, thank you.